Hey guys, Karting Kid here. Just gonna make a really quick video on how to put on new pit bike or dirt bike grips. A common issue people have with riding, especially if they have these cheap hard plastic grips, is they get bad blisters on their hands when they're riding, and it just makes the whole experience really not enjoyable. So whenever I get a bike, or I'm actually gonna start riding a bike consistently after a build, I always go and get at least semi-nice pair of grips. So these ones are trackside. They were only about 10 bucks and they're pretty easy to install. All you're gonna need is a pocket knife, and if you can, get some rubbing alcohol, because it'll help the process of sliding them on. Gonna start with the clutch side. Usually these grips are still pretty well on there. A lot of companies will glue them from the factory. So just take your pocket knife, always cut away from yourself, and just get up under there and get a good groove going. Alright, that one's off. You can see why it was having trouble. This set of handlebars is torn to crap. Anyway, moving on to the throttle side. This side you're definitely going to need a knife for, because this side will actually be glued. Do the same thing, cut away from yourself. This is really sketchy to do with one hand. Once you get that groove in there, it should be relatively free. If not, go ahead and cut the rest of this. Looks like that did the trick. Just slide her off. Alright, so the throttle side is going to have a much larger hole to fit a throttle assembly. And then the clutch side one is going to have a more normal size. So here's where the rubbing alcohol comes in handy. If you can get this slightly wet, go with 90% because it evaporates quicker. Basically, you can just slide it over real easy and then wait for a bit, and all the alcohol will evaporate and you'll be left with a really strong, solid grip. If you don't have any rubbing alcohol, like I don't right now, and I'm too lazy to run to the store real quick, you should just be able to push them on relatively easy. What I do is I take my hand from the back and kind of support the front like this, and just give her a push. Alright, there we go. If you have these half waffle style grips, a lot of people like to have the raised waffle part in the front, kind of lower down where their fingers are going to be. And then moving on to the other side, it's going to be the same process. If you add rubbing alcohol, put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on there. If you're like me and you don't, just start manhandling it. And that's how you change the grips on a pit bike or a dirt bike. Makes a huge difference in look and overall ride comfort. Honestly, great addition for only 10 bucks. Always recommend replacing them if they're getting old, or replacing them if you have those crappy hard plastic kinds. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Just wanted to get this out to you if people didn't know how to. Anyway, see you.